This is another conceptual video, so if you're looking for how to calculate different kinematic questions, then you will not find it in this video. In this video, we're going to be discussing kinematic equations and how to understand them. So first off, kinematics, it's just a branch of mechanics concerned with the motion of objects. So then kinematics is basically motion. You don't need to understand too much depth into the definition of it. You just need to know how to work with the equations associated with it. So here I have the 3 kinematic equations that are given on an AP Physics 1 AP test equation sheet, which you can find online by searching it up. So let's break down what all of these disgusting looking variables are. So starting off, we have x. X is final position. So at the end of your time interval, what position is the object at? And then x naught. This 0 right here, it's also said as not, x naught. Naught means 0. Anyways, x naught is the initial position. So at the beginning of your time interval, what position was that object at? You don't really need to break it down this way because questions are usually just going to give you displacement. And displacement is just final position minus initial position. So in these cases, you can just replace x minus x naught as change of x, which is going to simplify the equation down and it won't look as nasty. Anyways, moving on to velocity, we have final velocity, which can be described as v sub x, v sub f, or just v. So at the end of that time interval, what is the instantaneous velocity of that object? And you're gonna, it's possible that you see any of these 3 forms. It's not uniform throughout physics, I guess. So just keep an eye out. It's pretty intuitive once you see it enough times. And then initial velocity is v sub x naught, or v sub I, or v sub naught, which is just at the beginning of your time interval, what was the instantaneous velocity of that object. And then we have acceleration, which is shown as a sub x, or just a. Typically it's just going to be a, you don't need to write out that extra x. And for the sake of simplicity, high school physics classes make acceleration constant. So you're never going to get change of acceleration because that's too complicated. So that's why there is no initial acceleration or final acceleration. Acceleration is just acceleration. And then t is time, which is pretty straightforward. So these type of questions, they're going to be asking for you to solve one of the variables. So the thing with variables, these things right here, they're either going to be given to you, they're going to be implied by the question, or you have to solve for them. The second part is what trips most people up because they don't know how to figure it out with context clues, which we will be going into in future videos. Often, you should just write out all the variables that you have and then look at these equations to see which one makes the most sense. Because, I'm going to go over this in more detail in future videos, but you have to find the equation that contains everything that you know and what you're going to solve for. I have to go record all the kinematic question problems now. So see you guys.